Hi, I'm John Schonkweiler. I'm a partner at the Chicago commercial litigation firm Novack and Macey LLP. Today, I want to propose a profoundly simple solution to a rather serious problem that nearly all parties in litigation face. It has to do with this little device right here. Smartphones and email have changed our business culture in ways that, frankly, the court systems and discovery rules never anticipated. And as a result, email causes all sorts of problems for lawyers, their clients, and the courts. Most importantly, from the client's perspective, email is making litigation more expensive, and in many cases, substantially more so. Email also can increase a party's exposure and risk. These are serious concerns, and the legal community has worked hard to address them by trying to adapt the system to the email problem. For example, by changing the discovery rules and implementing new technology. Unfortunately, what we're learning is that we can't solve the problem just by changing the way we litigate. We also have to change the way we email. In particular, we need to improve organization and discretion. And the good news is, there's one remarkably simple way to improve both overnight, and that is to treat email like paper. What do I mean by this? First, let's talk about organization. We're all very comfortable disposing of the paper we don't need and filing the paper we keep. Now let's do the same with email. Imagine the disaster if we had 10,000 documents piled up in here. Why do we think it's okay to let that happen to our email inbox? It's not okay, and here's just one reason why. Your cost of litigating a commercial matter multiplies in proportion to the amount of data that has to be reviewed and produced in discovery. And that cost can be staggeringly high when you house massive quantities of unorganized email. Ever heard of a petabyte? Some corporations actually measure their electronic data in petabytes. 1 petabyte holds about 500 billion pages of standard text. Whether your organization deals with petabytes or something smaller, your potential litigation cost savings are enormous if you keep your email in order. So file and delete, just as you always have with paper. One important note about deletion: manual deletion of email can be done safely and appropriately as long as you use the same discretion and care you use when you file and dispose of paper, including, of course, compliance with all litigation hold notices and document retention policies that apply in your workplace. Now the second point, discretion. The idea here is to create less email and higher quality email. Again, treat it like paper. Would we send this message out on the company letterhead? No. Unfortunately, that was a real email sent by attorneys who were in litigation with their former clients. This is the texting culture invading the workplace. Don't let it happen. Many of the worst documents we see in discovery, the smoking guns, are careless, flippant emails that contain messages that no one would ever send on the company letterhead. Also, cut out the reflex emailing. I'm talking about the inclination to send a response to every email we get almost immediately, as if we're in a conversation. If you want to have a conversation, use the phone. An email thread should not look like the transcript from a phone call. Not every email requires a response, and very few require an immediate response. So take a few minutes, collect your thoughts, decide whether you need to send a reply in writing, and if you do send an email, choose your words carefully. Humor and sarcasm usually don't translate well in writing. If you send fewer and higher quality emails, you will reduce your litigation expenses and your potential exposure as well. That's it for now. Thanks for listening. If you would like to discuss solving email challenges within your organization, I'm available for in-house or virtual presentations. I can meet with your board or leadership team. I can also help you review and create policies and procedures for email handling and help with any training that might be needed. Here's how you can reach me.